please rise and remain standing for the graduate procession and our national anthem.
Please be seated. I would like to begin by acknowledging that St. Lawrence College is situated on the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee peoples. May we always be grateful to live and learn on these lands. My name is Dr. Richard Wiggers, Dean for St. Lawrence College, Cornwall campus, and for the School of Interdisciplinary Studies and Pathways. I'm honored to be your Master of Ceremonies for our 2022 Convocation ceremony. I would now like to introduce our platform party, asking each of them to stand as they are introduced and remain standing. President and Chief Executive Officer Glenn Volebrecht, Board of Governors member André Léger, Senior Vice President Academic Dr. Eileen DeCourcy, Registrar Laura Nauman, Dean, Arts, Media, and Design, Doug Roughton, Dean, Business and Community Services, Dr. Louise Chatterton, and our St. Lawrence College Associate Deans, faculty members, student success facilitators, and administrators. Our platform party. St. Lawrence College graduates demonstrate the best qualities of humanity: tenacity, adaptability, and incredible grit. Their perseverance when faced with new challenges is truly something they can be proud of. The tremendous hard work and patience that brought them here today has equipped them to handle any obstacles they may encounter in their journey. We would like to recognize all of those who have supported our graduates, especially the parents, spouses, children, families, friends, college staff, and the St. Lawrence College community for guidance and unwavering support. In addition, a special thank you to our many community members and college supporters who are also joining us today. It is now my pleasure to introduce Glenn Volebrecht, President and CEO of St. Lawrence College, to say a few words.
You're always afraid you're going to lose your spot up here. There we go. Thanks, Richard. Okay, it's pretty quiet in here. It's 4:30. It's your commencement. Are you excited to be here? That was okay. Are you excited to be here? There we go. There we go. There's an A+. So welcome parents, relatives, friends, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, and most important, welcome members of the St. Lawrence College graduating class. After a 2-year pandemic where we've not been able to gather, it is so good to be back in person. It is truly a privilege to be standing here before you today. When we made the decision to host Convocation in person, I was thrilled and I got very excited. And then I realized how much work we needed to do to make this event special for you. So as we often do, and as you will see, we reached out to our SLC alumni for a little help. So sit back, relax, and enjoy watching our alumni spring into action. Come on in.
Did you hear?
This is big. I have so much to do. Liz, I need the alumni family.
I've got you covered. Alumni family, assemble.
Jimmy, so glad to see you. Thanks for making time for me today.
It's my pleasure. I understand that Convocation is in person this year, and I'm here to help you successfully prepare.
That's great. What's the plan?
I reviewed the objectives, assessed the variables, the risks, the obstacles, and the opportunities, and I've come up with a simple plan to ensure that you are ready and 2022 is going to be the best Convocation ever.
Jimmy, what is this?
Oh, my apologies, Glenn. This is for another client. Here is your plan.
This is awesome, Jimmy.
To start, we need to train your body.
Hey Dylan, good to see you. Convocation's in person this year, and I need your help to prepare.
It's great to see you, Glenn. I loved my time at SLC. I made amazing friends and built an incredible professional network through CurrentsSLC.com.
CurrentsSLC.com is a great way to stay connected, to access supports to build your career.
Let's get started. Great job, Glenn. I know you're going to do great.
Next, we train your voice.
Nice job. Hey Allison, so nice to see you again. Thanks so much for helping me out today.
No problem, Glenn. Helping is what SLC alumni do. We are over 100,000 strong from 75 different countries.
I know, it's amazing. No matter where you are in this world, you're bound to run into an SLC alumni.
That's one of the things I appreciate most about being SLC alumni. There's always somebody to connect with or to get support from no matter where you go. Let's get started. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
How now, brown cow.
How now, brown cow.
The final step, and the most important, you need to look good.
Glenn, I'm so happy I can help you out today. I take pride in being an SLC alumni. I like to try to support and help whenever, however I can. When I was a student, I remember how impactful it was when an alumni would come to the class as a guest speaker.
So true.
And now it's my turn to give back as a mentor, as a volunteer, and as your personal stylist.
Getting there.
This is what it means to be SLC alumni.
Very nice. Well said, Amanda. You know, your relationship with SLC doesn't need to end when you graduate. It's actually the start of something big. Jimmy, can't thank you enough for all your guidance and support. Now, time to get to the ceremony. You a grad? Cool. You know, as I said to the earlier group, it's one thing to see it on a little computer screen, but when it's 30 feet, I don't know. As you can see, our alumni can do anything and are everywhere. A special thank you to Jimmy Johnson, Dylan DeJong, Allison Hess, and Amanda Hamilton for helping me get ready for Convocation. Today, you too will join the SLC family, a family over 100,000 people. And who knows, maybe next year you will get a call from me to help our team get ready for next year's Convocation. So here we are, folks. And if folks have heard me say, Convocation is the most important day of the year for all of us at SLC. The awarding of our SLC credential is a symbol of student success, and it's the entire reason we exist as an organization. Every year, as I prepare for Convocation, I think about what I should say to the graduating class and what advice I can offer you. I spend hours agonizing over this, when in reality, no matter what I say, you will likely forget most of it. This is a huge day for each of you. You've worked hard to get here, studied, written exams, delivered presentations, finished work placements, and perhaps taken additional courses to graduate. In addition, you also completed your program while overcoming countless obstacles during one of the most significant periods of global disruption in modern history. I know I am not alone when I say how truly proud I am of all of you. And as you look back on your time at SLC, I hope you will remember and thank those who supported you along the way. Whether that includes family, friends, or someone at the college, please take a few moments to acknowledge those who have helped get you to this place today. To our faculty, staff, and our entire team here at St. Lawrence College, I want to say thank you. Thank you for putting our students first and for the creativity you have shown finding new ways to teach, support, and inspire our students. Under truly extraordinary circumstances, each of you found unique ways to motivate and encourage, and I thank you for the important role you have played helping our students realize their dreams. I'm proud to call you my colleagues and friends, and I would like to personally thank our entire SLC team for being so passionate about making a difference each and every day. Please, everyone, let's all give these folks a big round of applause. And now to you, our graduates. Each year at Convocation, I like to offer some advice to the graduating class. Usually I pick a theme, research it, and then share my perspective. Today I thought I would do something a little different. Those that know me know that I'm a compulsive fan of the to-do list. And this being my 10th year in the role, I decided to share with you my top 10 pieces of advice that I have learned over the past decade. So you ready? They're short, I promise. My top 100, no. Number 10, take what you do and what you are passionate about seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. This piece of advice was shared with me by a former boss and friend, and it's something I really try to live by. And hopefully you can see by the video that just played, I truly practice what I preach. It's important to always do your best, take pride in your work, and respect the folks you work with. But in the end, remember that we are all just everyday people trying to make an impact in this world. And having a good sense of humor and not taking yourself too seriously is a good recipe for life. Number 9, try something that takes you out of your comfort zone. It's important to challenge yourself and put yourself in new situations in which you may not always feel comfortable. It doesn't need to be of such a magnitude like skydiving or scaling mountains. It could be as simple as putting up your hand to deliver a speech to a community group when you have a fear of public speaking, or joining a group for a bike ride when you usually like to ride solo. The point is, challenge yourself and put yourself in new situations. It's really how we grow as people. Number 8, have a favorite team. If you like sports, like I do, and have a team that you like to cheer for, like I do, never, and I can't emphasize this enough, cheer for a team like the Toronto Maple Leafs Hockey Club. I have been a lifelong suffering Maple Leaf fan, and I can remember the last time they won the Stanley Cup, which was over 55 years ago. 55 years, think about it. I was 5 years old when this happened. It has been a lifetime of annual letdowns and uttering the phrase, "Can't wait till next year." If you're thinking of cheering for the Maple Leafs, trust me, pick a different team, like the SLC Surge, for example. Speaking of teams, number 7 is surround yourself with positive people. You really are the company that you keep. A few years ago, we were fortunate to have a guest speaker by the name of George Kouros attend and speak at our annual Learning Connections conference. George is a well-known education guru and talented speaker, and during his presentation, he shared a quote that's been particularly helpful for me over the years. He said, "We need to make the positives so loud that the negatives are almost impossible to hear." So much of what we experience deals with the 10% of folks that are just trying to stop progress or change. Whenever I'm faced with a tough challenge to move forward, I remind myself of this quote in order to try and do the right thing. Number 6, take care of your mental well-being and personal wellness. It is so important to have balance in your life, to understand when you are being pushed to the limit, and to have outlets that help you deal with the pressures and stresses of everyday life. Each of you will have a different method of achieving this. For me personally, I try to keep a regular fitness routine, whether it's cycling, running, playing tennis with my son Josh, doing yoga with my wife Teresa, or taking our dog Lily out for a walk. I'm always trying to get some type of exercise. It helps me deal with the daily complexities that come my way. Number 5, learn a musical instrument. The benefits of learning a musical instrument have been well documented. It will increase your cognitive ability, help relieve stress, build confidence, improve your patience and memory, and tap into the creative side of your brain. Over the years, I have attempted to learn the trumpet, clarinet, drums, guitar, banjo, and cowbell. Although I have managed to achieve all these positive outcomes that I mentioned earlier, unfortunately, other than the cowbell, I have failed to be proficient in any other instrument. Sadly, this requires talent. Number 4, if you're in a meeting and you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find another room. Fortunately for me, this rarely happens, and I always get to stay in the room. The point is, always listen and learn from others. There are some truly brilliant and inspiring people in this world. Surround yourself with them. Number 3, ditch the dream and be a doer, not a dreamer. This idea comes from television producer Shonda Rhimes. She's produced such hit shows like Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and most recently, Bridgerton. At first, when I read this, I must admit, I disagreed. To me, dreams are very important. However, when expanded and put into context, there's some great advice in her comments. She says, maybe you know exactly what it is you dream of being, or maybe you're afraid because you have no idea what your passion is. The truth is, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to know. You just need to keep moving forward. You just have to keep doing something, seizing the next opportunity, staying open to trying something new. It doesn't have to fit your vision of the perfect job or the perfect life. I really love this advice because doing things, being engaged, and challenging yourself is a great recipe for success and happiness. Number 2, be a force of good. And no, I'm not talking about another Star Wars movie release. I'm talking about the power of positivity, kindness, and sharing. As the Dalai Lama said, a force of good is action inspired by a genuine concern for others. When we act with compassion, the seeds we plant today can change the course of our shared tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I believe we could all use a dose of good right now. And number 1, finally, my favorite and number 1 piece of advice for all our grads, get a job. This is my favorite. I'm quite serious about this. Some of you may be continuing your academic journey, and others may be starting your own business. But for those of you starting your career journey, now is the time to start building your career experiences. For those of you lucky enough to get your dream job as your first job, congratulations, you are truly fortunate. However, for others, treat each job that you get as an opportunity to develop your skills and learn something new. Be a sponge and absorb everything you can. Your first few jobs may not be your ideal or dream job, but I can assure you, and I base this on my own personal experience, each of these jobs will help prepare you for your next opportunity. So in closing, I hope that at least one of these top 10 pieces of advice speaks to you. You have the skills, you have the desire, and you've proven that you have the resilience. However, ultimately, it will be up to you to make your place in the world. To quote American poet and activist Amanda Gorman, the only approval you need is your own. So graduating class, take a moment, reflect, pause, and know that you are ready to take the next step in your journey. Congratulations, graduates. I wish you all the best. I would now like to introduce Andre Leger of the St. Lawrence College Board of Governors to deliver greetings from the board. Andre?
It is nice. Greetings, President Bulbreck, college graduates, honored guests. My name is Andre Leger, and I'm pleased to join you today as a representative from the St. Lawrence College Board of Governors. Today, it is my privilege to bring greetings to the graduating class on behalf of the Board of Governors, and in recognition of this important day. Graduates, you have received an outstanding educational experience during your time at SLC. In a caring and supportive environment, you were guided by dedicated academic and administrative staff and supported by an involved community. You have put in many, many, many hours of hard work and probably more than a few long nights of study as you made your way through your programs. Your hard work and perseverance are evident in you being part of this very important moment in your academic journey. You begin the next stage of your life very well prepared to take on the future. All of us at St. Lawrence College and across our Eastern Ontario communities are extremely proud of you and are excited for what lies ahead. We look forward to watching your success and hearing about your accomplishments. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I want to extend my thanks to President Volbrick and the college team, and I thank you, graduates, for choosing St. Lawrence College as your path to reach your goals. Welcome to the alumni, graduates. You did it. It is also my privilege today to introduce you to the recipient of the 2022 St. Lawrence College Honorary Diploma. This is the highest formal honor our college can bestow. We are allowed to do this, but we're not required to do it. So, we do not take this lightly. Accordingly, when we do it, we do so to recognize very special people. People who have been successful, yes, but more importantly, we tend to focus on people who apply their talents, use them for the greater good of their fellow citizens and community at large. We also present honorary diplomas in order to bring before our graduates people who set an example that are worthy of your respect and who, we hope, will be able to share some of their experiences and wisdom to help inspire you to go forward from here and be the best that you can be. Today, we are pleased to honor Eleanor McGraw, who is a leading example of how one individual can impact the world around her. She is a proud member of the local farming community and a strong proponent of agritourism and environmental responsibility. Eleanor has strong ties with St. Lawrence College and works with and involves our students in multiple projects on her farm to help them gain valuable work experience while practicing what they have learned in the classroom and making connections within the community. Leading by example, Eleanor's work ethic continually demonstrates that hard work will pay off and give tremendous self-satisfaction in everything that you do. President Volbrick, graduates, honored guests, it is my pleasure to present to you honorary diploma recipient Eleanor McGraw.
Thank you for those very kind remarks and introduction, President Volbrecht and the St. Lawrence College Board of Governors. I am so honored and grateful to be invited here to receive this honorary diploma. However, I am anxious to celebrate the true stars of today's ceremony, and that is you, the graduating class of 2022. Today is your day, and I am most fortunate to have the opportunity to share it with you, your family, your friends, and your professors, and all connected with St. Lawrence College, and who have helped you to achieve this educational achievement. Congratulations. Possibly the best way that I can participate in this milestone with you is to share a metaphoric observation that begins with the mighty St. Lawrence River stretching through Akwesasne to Cornwall, from the rolling hills of the Glengarries to the basins of in South Dundas, and upward to the regions of past Winchester, Finch, and over to Van Cleek Hill. There is beauty, colors, nature, and trees. Sometimes in life's journey, we are that lone tree in a field that allows us to stand tall, define ourselves, grow to our full capacity without anyone cutting us down. And other times in life, we are that tree struggling to find ourselves in a crowded forest where we compete for little acknowledgement, little wage, and a seemingly endless struggle to rise to the top. Life is work, a dear friend once said to me, a somewhat discouraging sounding statement, but possibly a freeing one, if we challenge this philosophy and approach life as an ever-challenging and changing prospect. And in that struggle of life is work, I want to share a few cliches on that journey of life that have kept me going. First, I'd like to begin with what my mother said. Always remember the parties, as when you are down, they will give you happy memories. Another gem is from my great-grandmother, Eleanor Nash Dimmock, who raised her 5 children during the Great Depression as a single mother on a kindergarten teacher's salary. Whenever times are bad, a check arrives in the mail. And trust me, I have been there, and I've lived on that hope, and the check always arrives in the mail, but maybe sometimes a day or two late. To my father, who taught me 2 wise approaches in business. People don't remember when you stay late, but when you arrive late, they remember. And of course, manage expectations. As you enter your work career and try to stand out in all you do, always arrive early, don't overpromise and underdeliver, and be true to yourself. Throughout my years of fundraising and my entire work career, the ability to connect with people has been paramount. And from these years of experience, here are my truisms. You've got to make the calls to get the calls. And don't ever say anything bad about someone in this world, because it really is a small place. But if you do want to say something, make sure you know it will get back to that person, so be prepared. And when my life took a tumble in my 30s, I learned a few things about myself and how I had been a poor judge of character. I told myself that I could never, ever again accept anyone's crumbs, just whole loaves of bread. And equally, from a photographer's perspective, I would not fix my lens. If someone is out of focus, I'm not fixing them, nor will I ignore that fact. There are also some wise words from my husband. And for anyone who works in public office or any connection to events, only the actors know the plot. So soldier on when you make a mistake, apologize if needed, but remember you can always make it better the next time. Please try to accept that we're never perfect, and that anxiety, sadness, and happiness are equal parts of the human condition. You must always hold on to the most important lifeline, and that is hope. And when you find yourself in a career that is maybe not what you wanted, find the hobby, a volunteer job, or make your own gang of like-minded souls, as you are responsible for your life's journey. And I also ask of you that when you are invited to attend a party, go. Why? Because there's always a possibility found in social gatherings. Find one good thing about every situation you encounter, and you will succeed. Truly, nothing that I've accomplished is in isolation. So I want to offer my personal thank you to the very kind people who nominated me for this honor and diploma today. I want to say a special note of thanks to two dear professors, Carla Kingston and Victoria Workman, who have gone that extra mile to ensure that what we do at Springfield Farm is successful, and to all the incredible students that have helped make it so. I'm also very fortunate to be married to my husband Finbar, and we have 4 beautiful children and now a son-in-law, and they kindly put up with what I do in these absences, chasing stories and planting in our farm fields. I think they like to support me, but I know also sometimes it is a sacrifice. So truly I am thankful to my family. I'm also thankful as an outsider, and we're from Toronto, that when we arrived into this community, it was my sister Irene and her husband Bruce and their family who helped to make our welcome, and also to learn to meet the right people to help the work that we're doing at the farm. And that is how our agritourism has happened, under their guidance and the many wonderful people that have worked with us. I also just would like to offer a comment that there's so much richness here, and that is because of the history, the cultures, the communities, and especially because of the Mohawk community of Akwesasne. As a Canadian, I'm profoundly moved by the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and the calls to action. My husband Finbar and I have been extremely fortunate through my brother-in-law Bruce Roundpoint and my sister Irene to have met and received good counsel from past Chief Joe Norton, Mike Mitchell, and the Grand Chief Abram Benedict, and many other members of the community of Akwesasne. As Canadians, as settlers, our family is committed to listening, to collaborating, and with humility to accept that there is still so much more work to be done. We hope that at Springfield Farm and through our agritourism events that we can all build to a better future. In closing, for all the years ahead of you, please be good to yourself. My grandfather was a most kind person who actually never did say a bad word about anyone, and he would have wanted you to know that there is only one you, and you are indeed precious. And my grandmother, who called herself a frustrated engineer, she was a mother of 12, would have said, "We are so proud of you. Congratulations. Look at what you've accomplished, class of 2022. Now it's your turn to head out, grab your future. Please remember that there will be some tough days, but I promise you there will always be many more good days. There's always hope and beauty. Just remember to look out the window as you drive through life." Thank you.
Thank you, Eleanor. I now invite Glenn Volebrecht, President and CEO of St. Lawrence College, and Andre to present the diploma. Thank you, Andre, and congratulations, Eleanor. In a few minutes, our graduates are about to join the large community of St. Lawrence College alumni who make a significant impact around the globe. The SLC Global Alumni Network is now over 100,000 strong in over 75 countries, and they continue making us all proud to be SLC. Now, I'd like to ask each person in the audience who is a former student or graduate of St. Lawrence College, if you're able, to please stand or raise your hand. So please. You are a piece of the fabric that makes up St. Lawrence College. We all come together. We celebrate the outstanding achievements of the St. Lawrence College graduating class. As an integral part of St. Lawrence College, our alumni create a network of connections and community, and now, as we celebrate the outstanding achievements of the graduating class, we also welcome you to this alumni community. I encourage you to stay connected and stay involved. Now is the time we've all been waiting for, when we shine the spotlight on our graduates. Student awards for outstanding achievements will be announced during the presentation of graduates. These are awards sponsored by external organizations and individuals, some of whom join us today. On behalf of St. Lawrence College, I would like to congratulate our award recipients and thank our many generous donors. Your recognition and support of our graduates is very much appreciated. During the presentation of graduates, we ask that you remain in your seats. Professional photographs will be taken to capture the moment. If you do stand to take a photo from your seat, please be mindful of the view of others. We welcome guests in attendance to celebrate the success of all graduates by applauding everyone as they cross the stage. And finally, graduates, as you cross the stage, Glenn Volebrecht, President and CEO, and Laura Nauman, Registrar, will congratulate you, and Chris Ward from the SLC Alumni Office will present you with your official alumni pin as you cross the stage. After crossing the stage, please return to your seats for the remainder of the ceremony. Thank you.
School of Applied Science and Computing, Computer Systems Technician, Ontario College Diploma. Zachary Beauvais, with distinction. Elliot Benedict. Bavanpreet Singh Bangu, with distinction. Alan Padova. Unid Ramashan. Francis Eugene Terrence. The college has a collaborative partnership with Yohahio Akwesasne in the delivery of our Early Childhood Education Diploma program. Yohahio Akwesasne. Early Childhood Education, Ontario College Diploma. Margaret Arquette, with distinction. Heather David, with distinction. Kirsty David, with distinction. Haley Alana Jacko, with distinction. Shaylin Lauren Jacko, with distinction. Kiana Jacobs Thompson. Cheryl Ann Mitchell. School of Arts, Media and Design, Game Programming, Ontario College Diploma. Stephen David. Troy Dexter, with distinction. Troy is the recipient of the OAC-ETT Technician Award in Game Development. Sergei Manchenko, with distinction. Joshua Mason. Amit Palat, with distinction. Valeria Rincon Marles, with distinction. Valeria is the recipient of the Craig Fletcher Memorial Award and the OACETT Technician Award in Game Development. Samuel David Switzer. Joshua Mark Torrington Smith. School of Business. Business, Ontario College Diploma. Arshpreet Kaur. Celeste Mendoza Nandayapa, with distinction. Alexandra Morris, with distinction. Mohammed Wasi, with distinction. Paxton Riley Young. Business Accounting, Ontario College Diploma. Megumi Hattori, with distinction. Jatin Kalia. Business Administration, Ontario College Advanced Diploma. Allison Allard, with distinction. Allison is the recipient of the Roger Sampson Memorial Award. Jacob Alexander Hickey. Ashley Marlowe, with distinction. Cynthia Guylaine Canville, with distinction. Business Administration Accounting, Ontario College Advanced Diploma. Mathieu Guy Genier, with distinction. Asma Hafizi, with distinction. Crystalline Labrec, with distinction. Alexi Johanna Micheline Larivière, with distinction. Renisha Shaniva Pompey, with distinction. Project Management, Ontario College Graduate Certificate. Rimila Kun Adelanwa Yusuf Jimo. Michael Akibi Obo, with distinction. Elfareg Tades Sefu, with distinction. School of Community Services, Early Childhood Education, Ontario College Diploma. Kamara Hill. Michaela Elizabeth Denise LaRue, with distinction. Michaela is the recipient of the Free to Become Daycare Award. Natalie Laura McRae, with distinction. Chantal Sewell, with distinction. Police Foundations, Ontario College Diploma. Bridget Bromley Lefebvre, with distinction. Deborah Burns, with distinction. Colby Carrière. Tahawita Travis Curot. Danae Delorme. Lawrence Giovanna Di Tio, with distinction. Brianna Diane Lalonde, with distinction. Alex Morris Marion, with distinction. Carson Martineau. Ethan Mitchell, with distinction. Edward Platten. Anthony Fallon, with distinction. Brianna Marie Van Loon, with distinction. Social Service Worker, Ontario College Diploma. Marie Melanie Avon, with distinction. Albish Babi. Jessica Bove Sauve, with distinction. Brittany Barry, with distinction. Jessica Lauren Boucher, with distinction. Amber Tamara Lee Bourdon, with distinction. Vanessa Brazo, with distinction. Shelby Charlebois Poirier. Alyssa Klein. Taylor Cook, with distinction. Dominique Darvaux, with distinction. Tanya Dawson, with distinction. Rachel Mary Jacqueline Doriot, with distinction. Halen Fanger, with distinction. Lauren Gale, with distinction. Courtney Evelyn Gorman, with distinction. Samira Desadejra Henry. Chelsea Joron Chabot. Deborah Ann Lecrier, with distinction. Nicole Jacqueline Leleville, with distinction. Tara McDonald with distinction. Jennifer McWaters with distinction. Amelia Parry. Stephanie Kristen Pigeon with distinction. Angela Lynn Presso with distinction. Angela is the recipient of the Dinesh Misaferi Social Service Worker Award. Bethany Ashley Puddy. Jamie Lee Square with distinction. Emily Micheline Stewart with distinction. Nicole Strong with distinction. School of Skilled Trades, Automotive Service Technician Level 3 Certificate. Josip Orsag with distinction. Carpenter Level 3 Apprenticeship Certificate. Emily Rejan Joannes. Welding and Fabrication Technician, Ontario College Diploma. Jakanth with distinction. Josman Rameshan with distinction. Jaskarn Singh.
I present to you the St. Lawrence College graduating class. Welcome to the SLC alumni family. I will now ask Glenn Volebrecht, President and CEO of St. Lawrence College, to present the President's List Awards. The President's List recognizes graduates who have rendered valuable and distinguished service to the college community. Eligibility is based on academic excellence, including graduating with distinction, along with interest and activities involving leadership, citizenship, and community service. There are 4 recipients of the President's List Award. Jennifer McWaters, graduate of the Social Service Worker Program. Congratulations. Elf Hareg Tades Saifu, graduate of the Project Management Program. Bhavanpreet Singh Bangu, graduate of the Computer Systems Technician Program. And Valeria Rinson Marles, graduate of the Game Programming Program. Congratulations to all of the President's List recipients. At this point in the program, we will hear from the valedictorian. Valedictorian is a derivation of the Latin phrase valedicere, which means to say farewell. The valedictory address is a message of gratitude and inspiration from a graduating student before graduates move on to pursue their individual dreams. I will ask Jennifer Haley, Associate Dean, School of Interdisciplinary Studies and Pathways, to introduce the valedictorian.
Found my place. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, Bhavanpreet Singh Bangu. He's a graduate from the Computer System Technician Program. Bhavanpreet has been a student at St. Lawrence College for the past 2 years and excelled tremendously. He was a Dean's List recipient, and as you just saw, he was also the recipient of the President's Award. He was also one of the few students to work towards and earn a difficult industry certification before graduation. Due to the global pandemic, Bhavanpreet started his program studying from India. While in India, he was an active volunteer, organizing book exhibitions and serving food to people in need at his local Gurdwara. Once Bhavanpreet arrived in Canada, he got involved with as many college and student union activities as he could, such as weekly game nights, SNAP, and guest speaker events. During his internship with BGC Cornwall SD&G, he had the opportunity to mentor teens and young people in IT and computers during their after-school program. Bhavanpreet felt that this was a great experience for him to utilize his skills while helping others. Bhavanpreet exhibits SLC's values. One of Bhavanpreet faculty members, Dan Bullock, had this to share. Bhavanpreet showed amazing drive and determination. He never gave up on a task and constantly worked to exceed expectations. Bhavanpreet was a great motivator in the classroom. His peers would regularly comment on his great attitude and desire to lift those around him. Bhavanpreet has the capacity to do great things and will make a great representative of St. Lawrence College and his program. Graduates, platform party, and esteemed guests, please join me in welcoming your 2022 valedictorian, Bhavanpreet Singh Bangu, to the stage.
Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, President Glenn Walbrett, the St. Lawrence College Board of Governors representative, entire guest, fellow graduate, faculty, staff, family, and friends. I hope everyone is doing great. Today we are gathered for a special day that always comes in the life of a post-secondary student, either as an undergraduate or a postgraduate student. My name is Pawanpreet Singh Bangu. Most of you don't know about me, and I also don't know many of you personally, but I can say that we experienced a tough time together through the pandemic. Congratulations on your hard work and dedication. Now, we are graduating together by receiving a great honor from SLC. I joined St. Lawrence College by enrolling in Computer System Technician program. Everything was fresh and new to me regarding the IT industry and computers. Even though I had an interest in computers, still I was unaware of the actual standard of computing and college life. I was quite nervous because the situations 2 years ago was not under control regarding our expectations, and the pandemic was at its peak. I was in India and excited to come to college in Canada. My immigration process was under review and international flights were postponed. So I started my study from India through online classes. I believe many students experience the same circumstance. As a first year student, I was confused and away from fellow classmates and the college. I was so concerned about how my course material would be covered. However, it was a quite new and unique experience to me and my peers. During the first 2 weeks of the first semester, I was quite hesitant, but with the support of my parents, I got myself engaged in my studies full of confidence. They played a primary role in my success in addition to my hard work. Secondly, our college support system is extremely helpful. All of the staff, faculty, and everyone else at SLC have given 100% towards our success. They have provided us every kind of services a student may need, especially our professors, whether they were from the Cornwall, Brockville, or Kingston campuses. As time went on, the pandemic conditions were getting hard for all of us. It was very difficult to learn under those conditions, but I am glad that everyone, the learners and the faculty, work effectively towards their goals, and that is why we have come to this day when we can proud of our own and each other's success. Not only are these successes related to our academics, but also our values and practical skills that we have learned by being a part of SLC. Every semester was a new experience for us. Throughout my 2 years of my SLC journey, I came to understand that if we stick to our values and every day try to improve ourselves, we will definitely succeed and achieve our dreams. Some people might offer you some kind of shortcut according to their perspectives. But if you choose your way rather than going with shortcuts, then you know the value of your success and you will also respect other people's hard work. Now, we are moving into the next phase of our life. I wish that everyone will achieve their desired goals and dreams. Lastly, I will say that I'm very grateful to you and St. Lawrence College for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Be proud of yourself. Good luck, everyone. Have a wonderful life. Thank you.
Thank you, Bavanpreet. We are nearing the end of the ceremony. Following the charge to the graduates, we will have the academic recession. The platform party will leave first, exiting stage left of the theater, followed by our graduates. We ask that all guests then exit the opposite side of the theater to reduce congestion. After the academic recession, everyone is invited to continue the celebration under the tent by the river. And now, to officially close our convocation ceremony, I will ask Glenn Volebrecht to please come forward to deliver the charge to our graduates.
Graduates, please rise. The charge. Today, you have been admitted into the proud fellowship of the graduates of the Institutes of Applied Arts and Technology of the Province of Ontario, an honor bestowed only upon those who have met long-established standards of conduct and learning. In the name of St. Lawrence College, therefore, I hereby charge you zealously to safeguard the professional dignity and ethics of this fellowship, sincerely to cultivate the spirit of inquiry and experiment, and earnestly to maintain through study the fresh viewpoint demanded in an age of rapid change and technological advancement, and generously to contribute in all these ways to the society around you, that the dignity of all of us through you may be constantly reaffirmed. Thank you for coming, everyone, and congratulations to the St. Lawrence College graduating class.